Jay wants to impress the girls with a handstand. Unfortunately, this plan pretty much fails and he gives up. Why can't he get it right when others can do it without a problem? The basis for this is his nervous system, and that's what we're here to find out about. Warning: this video only concerns the nervous system for vertebrates, or more specifically, humans. Just remember that the nervous system does not work the same way for other animals. The human nervous system has a few other special features in comparison to that of our close relatives. The nervous system is the basis for our conscience, language and understanding, emotions such as happiness or disgust, thoughts and abstraction, creativity, drive and motivation, and for our ability to do a handstand. The nervous system is divided into the central and peripheral nervous system based on their location. The central nervous system includes the brain and spinal canal. It's in charge of processing stimuli. The CNS processes incoming information and decides what happens next. It's kind of like a control center. When you smell something extremely yummy, your central nervous system processes the stimulation. It then decides on the appropriate reaction. When food comes into play, the mouth usually starts to water. The peripheral nervous system is on the other side. It's made up of all neurons and neural pathways that don't belong to the central nervous system, the so-called periphery. Its job is to connect the organs and everything else to the central nervous system. It does so by transmitting stimuli through the neural pathways and is therefore known as the stimulating part of the nervous system. The peripheral nervous system is further subdivided into an efferent and afferent part. The afferent part transmits signals to the CNS. For example, when you feel pain from falling on your ass while ice skating. But it also transmits all other stimuli that we take in, like the smell of delicious food. Efferent means that the signals leave the CNS and head to our muscles, for example, which then move. In the case of the delicious smelling food, this would be the hand that snatches the food before anyone else can. Remember, efferent means signals emitted from the CNS. Afferent means they are arriving at the CNS. The nervous system can also be subdivided according to functions into the somatic and autonomic nervous system. The somatic nervous system controls all bodily functions made by conscious effort. Somatic means voluntary. The somatic nervous system is in charge of consciously processing stimuli from our surroundings, but also for processing stimuli inside the body. That's how we are able to voluntarily move our skeletal muscles. It includes parts of both the central and the peripheral nervous system. That's why it can't be pinpointed. Our sensory organs transmit information to our CNS. This is carried out by afferent neurons. The CNS then processes the information and sends out electric stimuli to the muscles. This is carried out via efferent neurons. The previous example of food clearly falls under the somatic nervous system, seeing as we voluntarily decide to shove the food in our mouth. The autonomic nervous system is the exact opposite of the somatic one. It's also known as the visceral or vegetative nervous system. It regulates the functions of our organs, or better said, the things we can't consciously control. Our vital functions fall under this category. These are the vital processes such as our heartbeat, breathing, blood pressure, metabolism, digestion, and so on. The autonomic nervous system achieves and maintains homeostasis, otherwise known as body's equilibrium. It's called the autonomic nervous system, seeing as it autonomically controls functions. If you work real hard at something, movements can eventually become routine and automated. even if you had to focus incredibly hard on these movements in the past. This means that Jay can turn the movement pattern of the handstand into a routine, provided he really gives it his all. He can train his nervous system to deliver information faster and more efficiently. His body will then automatically know which muscles to use to stay balanced. You can achieve even sicker things with a lot of practice. You can even influence your heartbeat, which is actually a part of the autonomic system, through meditation, for example. Om. So remember, practice makes perfect. Before we continue, here's a summary. The central and peripheral nervous system can be distinguished by location. The CNS consists of the spinal cord and brain and processes stimuli. It's where the nervous system is headquartered. The peripheral nervous system consists of all nerves outside of this headquarter, basically the periphery. It connects the organs and the CNS. Afferent nerves arrive at the CNS and efferent signals are emitted from it. The autonomic and somatic nervous system are distinguished by function. The autonomic part is in charge of the subconscious and automated processes. The somatic nervous system is the one we are able to consciously control. If we piqued your interest, well, don't worry, there's many more nice videos to satisfy your appetite.